When it comes down to it, between these two albums, if I had to choose...
Who cares?
The Who cares?
I'm sorry.
Continue.
I have to.
I started seeing tears coming down from his eyes, too.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Donda, 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 donda. He doesn't get it because he hasn't listened to it yet.
My TV doesn't seem to be working. I'm just getting a black screen. So, welcome. What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Today's a late night. We got,
What do you mean?
here.
What do you mean?
It's 8:17 right now.
It's 8:17 in the morning, you fucking dumbass.
I know, but that's late for me. I don't go to bed till like 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't wake up until like 9:15 in the morning. Come on. So.
Yeah, so it's 15 minutes of sleep, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and in case you guys are watching the video format, we have a new co-host today. We got rid of the old one because
Cameron Druso.
he looked kind of shaggedy, waggedy, wibbity, wabbity.
I've shaved before on this podcast.
Did he?
Yes, I remember. So it
Not
wasn't.
entirely,
It was
I don't
January.
think.
No, it was January, February. I remember.
Don't look at that.
No. I'm just.
January, February. I did shave. I remember that.
No, I'm just. I don't know why. Without any facial hair, you look like someone.
Rango? I look like
I forget
Rango.
his name, but maybe not so much the hair. But hold up, keep talking. I need to find this guy.
Yeah. So
is
I
it?
mean, it's very rare that I shave. I shave like every two. Honestly, 2 times a year. Like good amount. 2, maybe a good 3 times a year. But
You want to explain why you shaved?
honestly, I
Wanna tell the reason?
Tell the story.
No, not
Tell-
this. No, not
No,
this.
tell
It's
it.
not the.
Tell it anyways.
First off, I like my beard, and I love my beard.
Basically, he got called old yesterday, and he was like, you know what, it's time to shave.
Yeah, we were at a bar last
Okay,
night.
but you know that I'm gonna keep my beard though.
We were at a bar last night, and we're just sitting there at the booth. There's a few college kids partying in back of us. All of a sudden, I see him look over. He's like, "Sorry, what?" I turn around. This lady goes, "Are you a professor?" And he's just like,
I mean, I took it as a compliment.
"No." Well, I mean, he had a
No.
he had a those, what are they called? G-strings? What are they called? Oh wait, no, wait a minute, not G-strings. Hey, fuck, what are the not
Overalls.
No.
Yeah, they can be overalls.
Those are not overalls.
Those are not overalls. What are those called?
Fucking. Why are we blanking on this?
We probably got so much. What is that?
Wait, they're
Are you
It starts with
like
a-
Oh no!
It starts with an S.
Yeah, not. I was gonna think spandex.
Strap?
No.
Strap on. Yeah.
Is it not? Okay, hold on. Okay,
Bro,
well,
I
guess while he
We're
looks
all
that up.
dumb. It's not G-string. I know that for a fact.
And it's not overalls.
You look like, with that hairstyle and with the fake cleavage, you look like a young Andrew Johnson. Miguel,
Suspenders.
suspenders, that's what they're called. But
Suspenders.
yeah, me, Miguel. If he was like 40
but
years older,
I'm not losing my hair on top though. I'm not
Look at the
losing.
face.
I'm not
He
losing my
looked
hair
the
on top
nose.
though.
and like when he's just not making a smile, he has like that smug look.
So anyways,
Anyways.
Gian was wearing suspenders.
You weren't there.
I know.
I
I saw your
So
outfit
anyways, she said, "Are you a professor?" I go, "No, I'm way too young to be a professor." She goes, "Oh, okay," but she was drunk out of her goddamn gourd.
She saw the outfit
So,
and the beard. and I
She
was
saw
like,
the
yeah.
outfit and the people. I've never been, but everyone's been guessing my age for like 21, 22, like with
26
the beard.
that one time.
For the last like 4 months, he has never complimented shaving his beard until last night. Because like 5 minutes after she said
Oh,
that, he was like, "I'm thinking about shaving my beard," you know.
Well, no, because then I went home and I was like, no, because I went home and I looked in the mirror and I was like,
He was sad.
no.
Yes.
I looked in the mirror and I was like, I haven't shaved in a while, might as fucking well. That's literally what happened.
what
You
was
were
the-
not there.
And what was the influence behind that?
There was really no influence. You know, I shave my beard 2 to 3 times a year.
I know,
do
but
it.
But history's shown that you usually don't
Wait,
shave
wait,
your beard
wait.
until like
When was-
Halloween or around October, right?
When was the Omegle thing?
Oh, that was like 4 months ago.
That's when I shaved.
You just admitted right then and there the reasons why you shaved.
Because they called you old.
No, but no, that was
No,
before
wait-
that. That was before. No,
okay.
wait, I was way before that. Way before that.
No, when we did the Omegle thing, you had like because during like the wintertime and the colder season, he lets his beard get a little thicker than it usually is. Like for the summer, it's more of like a thinner line.
You talk. I'm gonna pull up a video.
It's more.
It's
It's
not,
more of a thinner line, that he has with like his beard during the summer, but when the winter, if you watch some of our old like skits,
No.
you notice his he has his beard a little thicker, like more up on his cheek, if you know what I mean. You know.
Oh, I don't like it up my cheek though. I like it like.
Yeah. I mean, I think he looks better with the longer hair. I like it better with the beard, but he looks good without facial hair. It's just he's not admitting the true reason why. What are you pulling up right now, by the way?
I'm trying to find. I was on Snapchat for like a hot second on the way.
You got sidetracked.
I really got sidetracked.
You're like, oh, I'm on my phone.
All right.
3 unopened notifications. Let's see here.
Mom,
Yeah.
Mom. Donda.
Donda.
Wait, right here.
Donda.
5 months ago was the 5-year anniversary of the Patrick Star Show. It was episode...
5-year anniversary of what?
Oh no, 5 years of the channel. Cause look.
Oh.
So that was in March.
All right.
Okay. Let me see.
Enough about
But that was around the time when we went on Omegle. I'm pretty sure when we did Omegle, he had a
No,
beard.
that was in January, I think. February.
Was it? I don't remember.
All right, who cares?
Either way.
Anyways, what were we
Anyways,
talking
I
about?
do it, but someone did call me old, and I was like, yeah, I want to see what it looks like. God bless you.
So you just admitted it.
Thank you.
But it's not the real reason, though.
Nice
I also
dab.
wanted to shave my beard.
But that was like the push that kind of.
I was like, maybe.
So that was the push that
Yeah,
kind of was like,
a push,
okay,
but it wasn't the main reason.
okay, all right, I'll live with that.
Okay,
I'll
you
take
can't.
it.
You two cannot grow a full flesh beard like I
I
can,
shave
so-
every day.
I shave like twice,
Okay,
2 times.
let's grow it out.
No.
Okay, November.
No, grow it out now.
No, November.
We'll grow it out. We'll grow it out now. I'll probably get more beard.
Let me get. When was the last
Most
time you
likely.
shaved?
Yesterday.
Bullshit. There's no way your hair grows that fast.
I mean,
Do you use like an electric razor or actually?
I use an electric razor.
Okay, that's right. So it
I
doesn't
did
like
a
fully
full-
take it
I
out. Yeah,
did
me
a full
too.
thing.
When I shave, I use the.
No, I look 16. I'm not doing that.
When I did an interview, shout out to PieMat7. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, my episode will be come out.
Funny ass motherfucker, by the way.
Who
Nikki
will be
just
on this podcast sometime in the future.
Nikki just showed me one of your videos, bro. Dying laughing.
It was the Among Us irony thing.
Yeah,
He
ironic.
thought I was 17 years old because of how young I look. Which,
You right now?
yeah, because we did he was looking at, I guess, one of my photos recently in one of my videos. He goes, "You're 21? I thought you were like 17." You know, for the longest time, I would take that as an insult. But I'm like, you know what? In the long run, I'll take it because when I'm like 50, I'll look like I'm 45 or something.
45.
So
And when I grab my beard, I'll look like a professor at a Texas university.
with suspenders, I almost said it again. Suspenders.
You almost said G-strings?
No, I almost said G-straps or G-strings again. Yeah.
G-strap.
Yeah, that's what I just said. You almost said G-strings.
Okay.
Wait, before we go on,
Okay.
What?
I have a little thing I want to talk about. I already talked to you guys about it, but I just want to, anyone who's watching, I want to see if they can solve it because I don't think your answer was correct. Remember we talked about last week at the bar?
What?
The question for my assessment for my job.
Oh.
So I just want to put this out there.
I was
Everyone,
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
everyone around me, I've told this to. They're like, huh? Miguel gave an answer. He thinks the answer is 11, what you said, which was one of the options, but I put 12. So I'm in the process of trying to get a job with the financial company. And of course, you have to take an online assessment. 45 questions, you know, some short passages, some are shorter, longer than others, whatever. There was only one question on there that to this day, I don't know how I was supposed to solve in like a minute and 30 seconds. You need 45 minutes alone to solve this one problem. And I'm going to repeat it because I will never forget this question for as long as I live. It goes as followed. In 5 years, John's grandmother will be 6 times older than him last year. If you combine John's current age with his grandmother's current age, the total is 73. How old is John? Part 2 of that question that I'm going to add on. What the fuck does that have to do with finances? Where along the way am I supposed to be solving, you know, like family problems, Dr. Phil level shit? Where along the way am I going to be doing that in a financial company?
Quick maths.
Quick maths, but ooh, you know, that makes me angry thinking about it, bro. That's not quick math.
Why
That's
don't
like
you just Google the question if you know it so well?
I'm really surprised you actually remember that shit.
because I'll
honestly.
never forget. Okay, hold up. You guys keep talking. In 5 years,
I think it's 11.
I think the answer is 25.
John-
I'm not gonna lie. I was.
Divisibleness of square root of
Will
y
be.
equals mx plus b.
All right, whatever. I was a few drinks in. I was like, you know what? Let me solve this shit. Fuck it. Why not? I'm not gonna go through my thought process because I do not remember, but I'm pretty sure it was 11.
let's see if it comes up. It might just be like a question the company came up with itself, but wait. All right, this is like something. No, this is a different question. No, this is not the same thing. It's algebra, but like you need time to like write it out. They let you have a pen and paper, but you're supposed to do all the questions. You're supposed to take no longer than a minute and a half on each question. So I just put an educated guess. I put 12. You put 11. So, but
I guess we'll never know.
To,
Maybe when you have that interview, you could ask them, hey, I know this is weird, but like I need to know the answer to that question.
Do you think that even they know? Because I don't think the hiring manager really is in charge of maybe the questions they do. Maybe it's like
it wouldn't
federal, like a company thing where it's like all over the place.
It wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, no, I will ask. After all the important questions and stuff is taken care of, I could probably ask that because I am genuinely curious. I just want to know. I want to know how to solve it too, not just. Don't just give me the answer. Show me like how do you solve it.
I mean, I thought I explained it well, but I forgot how I explained it, so we're not going to go through that.
We're not going to go through that.
Plus, it would take we took 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were at the bar, and he was like, it's 11. And he's like, wait, no, wait. And he was like, elevator. And, he went on his phone and put on his calculator, and you got 11.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you missed a step, but I don't know. I know you're in the process of getting a new job. Did you have to answer anything of that magnitude? Or
No, it's an orientation. There's no questions like that.
Oh, okay. Well, you're ahead of me. Good. Were there any tough questions you had to do for the orientation? Like today?
No, there's no questions. It's an orientation.
Right. So did you have any demanding Among Us tasks to do when you were on orientation?
Have you been to an orientation?
You have to drive there.
You just sit there and they talk to you.
I know. Did they say anything that was of great magnitude and difficult to understand?
No, I mean, they threw some science nurse words at me that I didn't quite understood at first, but, people around me told me they were, because I whispered, the fuck does that mean?
I get it. I don't get it.
Oh! Siri.
It's like the JonTron meme. It's like, oh, I get it. Up close, I don't get it. All right, anyways. That's besides the point. We got jobs to do, but you know what else? Who else has a job to do? Ida.
Oh,
her job is to cause
God.
nationwide destruction.
No, that's a bad joke.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
No,
Has anyone died from it?
Listen,
probably.
It's southern. It's the southern states. They probably fucking. They're gonna be busting balls about it next week.
It's bad though.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, Hurricane Ida is happening in Louisiana right now. New Orleans area. It's gonna go up, kind of like northeast.
It's gonna curve to the east. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It might hit us. We're in its path of what's the word?
Trajectory,
but it's like it could go either way. It's like a big ass area that it could go,
But either way, by the time it gets here, it's just gonna be
probably
rain.
just a tropical storm or something like that. No, yeah, just rain.
Just rain, because that's usually what happens. Thankfully, that's the one good thing about New England. I've said this before. We do not have that bad of weather besides blizzards.
Speaking of not bad weather, we didn't even get the hurricane. What was it? Henri, was it last week?
Yeah, last week. Yeah, I remember we were like, oh, well, this may be the last time you hear from us for a little while. This podcast might come up late because we may lose power for 2 days.
What? A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, and then was it sunny at the end?
Yep.
Well, a little, I think, yeah. But
the day after was worse with rain than
the actual hurricane.
It rained harder the next day, but there was no announcement of a storm. And I look outside, and I'm like,
I remember that day too because I started my other job at Rick, and I had to go run papers, and I was like, okay, let me do it. It's raining a little bit, so I jog, I do whatever, I come back out, it's fucking pouring, downpouring. So I'm like, fuck, I have to zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom back with a fucking envelope, trying not to get it wet. And
Mr. Potter.
Literally an hour later, clear sky.
Yep.
Like nothing happened.
Welcome to New England.
Yeah, it's like that in Florida too, right? It's 15 minutes, and then it's
no. Well,
I remember I went to SeaWorld in 2013.
It was every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The weather would change every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because the guy was like, all right, guys, we have to close the park. Oh, never mind. Go crazy. Hurricane Ida downgraded to a tropical storm after knocking out power in New Orleans. So this comes from the top headline from the Weather Service on Twitter. It says, Ida, which has weakened to a strong tropical storm, has brought extreme winds, heavy rain, dangerous flash flooding, and storm surges as it moved across southeastern Louisiana on Monday morning. Entergy confirmed in a statement that due to catastrophic damage to the transmission system, all of New Orleans is without power. On Sunday, Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana as a Category 4 with maximum sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. I believe there was like a gust of like 180, 170.
150.
But like the winds, but then there was like a gust or something. It said something like 180. I don't remember. According to the National Hurricane Center. So now reports of the hurricane overtopping a levee in Plaquemines Parish prompted the National Weather Service to instruct people in the area to immediately seek higher ground, and a flash flood warning is in effect for New Orleans. Keep it here for the latest. So, yeah, so now apparently, after doing all that, now it's a tropical storm. A strong tropical storm, they said, so still has a decent amount of wind alongside, heavy rain.
I actually have a few things to say, but I'll let you finish.
You could. I have to look up something, but you can go right now.
There's something on Twitter. So basically, I don't know how true this is. I got it off Twitter. I got it from a news source. I don't remember which one. I probably can't find it because it was just scrolling. Apparently, they can't call 911. They have to call like another hotline or whatever because 911 is too busy trying to make it so that stores aren't being robbed.
Yep.
Right.
Which is kind of stupid because everything's flooded anyways.
Right. But I mean, you had the whole stuff like robberies, looting with Hurricane Katrina in 2005 in New Orleans. And
was it flooded then too?
Yeah, like the whole city was flooded. And you still had a lot of looting. People they didn't care. They were going in the water.
Did they evacuate too? Because
I don't know.
We were 5 at then, but I just think it's stupid.
I can understand why, because I guess history will probably repeat itself if there's a lot of. Because that's what New Orleans was known for during the time of Hurricane Katrina. Was like there was like so many people just going into stores looting shit. So they're probably like, all right, let's not let this happen again. Let's at least try to keep the inventory of these stores. So
if you want to go rob a store while it's flooded.
By all means, go.
By all means, like you're getting a broken product at that point, or at least, well, it's different if it's food and stuff like that. That might be still good. So I understand.
Yeah, I don't think there's more looting. I think with not so much technology. I think it was more of like, I don't know, maybe like
clothes.
furniture, mainly clothes and food. Okay. I think so.
I still think it's stupid.
Right,
and they have insurance, wouldn't they? Anyways, I'm not entirely sure. But
but it's like same thing with the car accident. Yeah, you have insurance. If the guy injures you, you could claim injury, but you still want to go through all that bullshit and hassle. Like it'd be better if you just but like if you already have a lot of other stress, like running a store, for example, do you want to go through that stress when you don't have to? That's just what I'm saying. I understand where you're coming from, but you don't remember where you got that from? That was just on Twitter.
It was on Twitter. It probably is fake. It probably is true. Who knows?
No, I think it could be true.
I just say I don't think that should be their first priority.
No, I agree. And maybe it wasn't because I think all you've been hearing about, at least when it comes down there, is like people evacuating safety. So, I'm pretty sure the main priority was still, safety, getting people to evacuate. But they probably said, listen, we need to make sure that these stores don't get robbed because we've had a lot of looting in the past. And I think it just goes to say when any kind of storm that causes a lot of flooding and stores have to shut down, there's naturally going to be a lot of looting. I'm pretty sure that happened with what was that one hurricane? Was it Hurricane Harvey in 2017? That caused a lot of flooding and was it near the Texas area? Or do you remember that 2017?
I remember that.
Hurricane Harvey. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of cases of some cases of looting too.
I don't remember any cases of looting, to be honest. I just remember that some waters weren't delivered or something like that. Or like they were, but they were just sitting there. That's all I remember.
Right. But so again, just like with any big storm, I think it's just like they want to take the precautions of people looting because there are some psychos out there who will go out in that storm, whether by foot, swimming, or by boat that they made in their garage. They're going to go to the stores and loot.
If you're ready to trek through 4 feet of water,
God bless you.
Honestly,
I want to see this.
Let them rob them at that point.
Yeah, honestly, just be like, all right, listen, if you can somehow get to that store in one piece without getting drowned, able to get some shit on your boat and go, we'll let you go. All right, let's see how far you can make it.
Even better, I'll pitch in with the robbery. If you can
I'll show you where the store is. Follow me.
I'll give you the keys.
I'm like his Humvee.
I also saw this one thing. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about for Hurricane Ida. There are some people that are like, I saw this one where was it on? Regardless, it was I think it was like a college professor or something like that. He tweeted on Twitter saying a security guard said it's either I evacuate or I pay my rent.
Oh, that was me.
What?
Because he goes a college professor tweeted and I go,
Oh,
it's me.
And then I'm the security guard. You were talking to us, Miguel. Wake up.
Wake up.
So it's either you evacuate or you pay rent.
Bro,
So that was kind of sad.
if the landlord's really going to say, hey, listen. No, hold on. Imagine, right? Your whole city's about to get, like, drowned, right? Engulfed by tsunami. And all of a sudden your landlord knocks on your door, comes up to me and says, hey, listen,
I know you didn't work last week, but
I know that city's about to get, go under, right? Like Pangea or Atlantis, whatever that shit's called. But I need the 1075 this month. You think you can give it to me?
No, who that?
No. Listen, I got to kick you out then. You take your raft and just float, but you can't stay here. So I'd be pressed to find a landlord, unless that's how it works in New Orleans and shit, because they're just so used to, flooding and hurricanes. Unless the landlords are just like that, where they say, I don't care. Rain or shine, tsunami or no water, you're paying your rent, bro. Could you imagine?
That landlord reminds me of Mr. Dick Ravicci in Spider-Man 3.
Rent.
What is rent?
Rent.
Give me rent. Mr. Dimitri or whatever his name is.
All jokes aside, I hope New Orleans is safe. I hope Louisiana is doing good. I know they're without power right now, which is tough, but if that is what the result of, people evacuating, saving lives is, so be it. Hopefully you guys are good down there. We over here in New England, have you in our thoughts and prayers. We hope you're safe. So, and now it's, like you said, it's going to curve east. But by the
if it's already a tropical storm, we shouldn't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Just rain probably in the
not
next
even,
few days maybe.
Not even anything.
But it's hurricane season, end of the summer, early beginning of fall. There's probably going to be a few more coming maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like every year it's always like they always say, oh, this is the strongest hurricane in history. This is the highest winds in history.
They say something like that.
But it wasn't even a Category 5, because isn't a Category 5
it's just hurricanes just change throughout. They have, that's the most, with hurricanes, they change faster than anyone bipolar. Like, I'm being dead ass. Like, literally, they have, I think for the Hurricane Henri, they had, by the time it was almost at the mainland, they had 5 to 6 different projections of where it could go, and it was on the mainland.
It was at Cape Cod first, then Connecticut, and then us.
Yes, and then went back and forth. It changes, so that's why they say it might be the most powerful one. And it does have strong winds, but it changes.
Right, but I'm just saying, by the time when they were saying this is the strongest hurricane, fastest winds in history or whatever they're saying, it was already on land.
Wasn't last year the one year that we had a shit ton of hurricanes?
Was it last year?
No, I think it was 2018. I remember it was during call. It was because it was those few hurricanes. Yeah.
No, it was 2020.
No,
because we went into the Greek alphabet.
Not during COVID.
Yes.
We went to the Greek alphabet.
Yes,
I feel like it was either 2019. No, I don't think it was.
So much shit happened in 2020. We probably just weren't even paying attention to it.
I don't think we actually had any big storms in 2020.
I don't remember.
We didn't, but the whole world did.
Well, fuck them.
Again, there's so much that happened in 2020. I feel like it's not my fault if I don't remember.
Bro, I'm still trying to process 2020.
Bro,
in 4 months, 2022. COVID. 4 months, 2022.
Shut up.
Wake up.
Get up.
Wake up.
Bro, I can't believe COVID, and pretty soon will be its 2-year anniversary since it started becoming a thing.
So the Greek alphabet had only been used twice in 2005 and 9 times last year.
So it was last year.
Okay.
Holy shit. Why do I not remember?
Because honestly, we were too busy dealing with other shit.
What were we doing in September last year?
Haunted nights. Catching the ghosts.
Staying at the Conjuring House,
Yes.
Also, did I told you that the Pie Mat guy, he is really interested in haunted that. Yeah.
Season 2, episode 1 is finally almost finished.
When's it coming out?
Next question.
All right,
it will be. Don't worry. Sometime in September.
It's like 2 days away, so...
Yeah, so be on the lookout in September.
Yeah.
Haunted or not.
You know what else we should look out for? Jake Paul's next opponent.
Oh,
so,
don't even get me started, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the fight. I didn't even watch any
mad.
videos. I just...
It has to be rigged.
that's what a lot of people are saying.
I think it has to be. What was Ben Askren was the other guy?
Was the last guy.
I'm pretty sure that was rigged. Or at least it was not rigged, but rigged.
I remember we had a discussion about it. I think it was just Ben Askren just didn't care.
Yeah, exactly. He
well,
probably...
that's not rigged, though. That was just he didn't really try.
They probably offered him more money just to give up.
I think this is where we were, on a standstill last time. We're all right, it is what it is, whatever. But...
there's no way. I don't care how much you train. I just he has to fight an actual like boxer, like actually in like
Conor McGregor.
No, not Conor, but someone
who like is dedicated, who's like just a full-on boxer.
Yes.
Because this guy Tyron Woodley was an MMA fighter, and he was at one point the UFC champion. At one point, I forget when, but for like the last 4 years, he was on like a losing streak. And so I guess that's why Jake Paul picked him. He's like, let me get this guy, which I agree. I don't know why Jake Paul just doesn't fight a boxer. If he wants to truly 100% like solidify himself as a fighter, and for people to start like taking him a little more seriously, he needs to fight an actual authentic boxer. Maybe someone around his weight, like 190, 188, like the cruiserweight, whatever. Someone who is a professional boxer who's on the stage for professional boxing, not someone who is used to a different form of combat like Ben Askren or Tyron Woodley. And I'm not trying to diss them. They're obviously phenomenal fighters in their own art, but it's just like boxing's different. And that's what Jake Paul's doing. He's not doing MMA. He's not doing, Muay Thai or whatever. So he needs to fight someone that's actually a boxer for people to take him like legitimately seriously. But I will say, the fight was actually good. I watched it. I watched it. It was good. Compared to like his other fights, because this is the first fight he had besides Deji. Well, Deji wasn't like a professional fight. That was an amateur match. So like in his professional career, his first fight that went the full 8 rounds. Because like Ben Askren, Nate Robinson, and Nissan Gibb, they're all like no later than the 3rd round, at least, or at most. So this was the first time where he actually went the distance. You saw him get tired out, but you saw him land some good punches. He threw few good right hook. Is it right? Yeah, right hooks, right whatever,
That's
right
a hook.
arms.
That's a hook.
Yeah, hook.
You just did as a hook.
Well, that was a left arm. And I forget it, but
Left hook.
I know there's like certain terminology for it, but he threw a few good jabs and actually landed them pretty well. That shook up Tyron Woodley. But the one thing that people are saying it's rigged for is that the one punch that Tyron had on Jake Paul was when he hit him and he like leaned and fell back on the ropes. And even at the end, Tyron Woodley, he gets the mic. He's like, I know for a fact I won. This is BS. We need a round 2 because if these ropes weren't 7'2", you would have been on the ground. They would have called that a knockout. So, and that's why a lot of people are saying it's rigged, which, yeah, I could see why. I could understand. I don't know, because like I wanted Tyron Woodley to win. I honestly really did, because I wanted Jake Paul.
I want Jake Paul humbled.
Yeah,
I want him humbled.
But
it will happen one day.
It will happen
Get in the
one
ring
day.
with him, then he'll be
Because
humbled.
I'm tired of tweeting like I want Jake Paul humbled. This is like
Wait, did
the
you tweet it
4th
again?
time.
No.
Okay,
But
well,
like
Why did you do it? Come on.
Because I found out like last minute.
Oh.
I was like, oh, Jake Paul's fighting tonight, and then
Wait, so if you did find out, you would have tweeted it?
yeah, 100%.
But you know that every time you tweeted that, he doesn't do it. You should have been like, I want Jake Paul to win. Remember we had this discussion?
I'm not doing that. I'm not rooting for Jake Paul whatsoever.
Bite the bullet. so
No,
you can get what you
I'm
want.
not.
Bite the bullet.
I'm not getting clown, bro. Because the one time I root for him, he's gonna lose.
Maybe.
But I don't want it to happen that way.
Why not? You'll get what you want. You want him to lose. Listen, you gotta make some sacrifices.
I want my
Him
tweet.
humbled.
I want him humbled.
He wants him humbled.
You just want to predict the future.
I want to predict the future. I want him. I
He
want
is
him
the
humbled.
future. He is the future.
Yeah.
So the next fighter, whoever it is, I'm gonna at you. You don't listen to us, but I want Jake Paul humbled.
I guess the judges, because
because
if they consider that, if they would have considered that a knockdown, Tyron Woodley would have won, because he would have had the knockdown, hands down, because it was a split decision. 2 judges gave it to Jake Paul. 1 judge gave it to Tyron Woodley. I forget the exact numbers, but it was like 77, 75, 78, 73, 74, and then I think the other one was like 77, 75. So it was like really, really close. So if Tyron Woodley had that knockdown, if they counted it, he would have hands down won. But he was
sorry
pissed. But did you see
I would have been pissed too, because I didn't see anything.
Oh, you didn't see it? Because at the end,
I just saw him getting on the railings.
Because at the end, Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul said to him, because if you put "I love Jake Paul" tattooed on you, we'll fight again. And he just went, all right, bet. And they shook on it, and Tyron Woodley walked away. So I don't know if he's actually getting
No, I would never.
"I love Jake Paul" on on his body, but imagine.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that'll happen.
Maybe he's just trolling. Maybe he'll put like "I love," but the way the love is like drawn and animated, it looks like he says "I hate." Maybe, I don't know. It'd be pretty creative. But
I'm tired, bro. I want Jake Paul humbled.
We know.
Did you see like any clips of the fight like after it came out? You didn't?
I didn't see anything.
No, you didn't see anything. I watched the fight. It was like the fight itself was actually pretty good. Like, first round, Jake had it definitely because Tyron was like not really doing much, probably just feeling him out. Second round, he started, getting a little more comfortable with throwing jabs. And by the third round, Tyron was actually, giving him some, shaking Jake up a little. And then, like, from, like, the 4th to 8th round, it went back and forth. Like, I would say, like, 2 rounds probably went to Jake, and I would say the other 3 definitely went to, I did the math wrong. No, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the other 2 went to Tyron. So, yeah, it was a pretty close match, but I haven't really thought about it. Who do I think won?
I want Mickey Mouse to win.
I think The Rock won. No, Dave Chappelle won. Dave Chappelle was there.
Oh, yeah, Dave Chappelle.
He has so much new material now.
Yes.
Oh,
He has so much new material.
Yes.
I'm still mad.
I have a question, actually, now that brings it up. I just, out of curiosity, I just want to know what your opinion is. Who do you think is funnier, Dave Chappelle or Key and Peele? Because I feel like their style of humor.
Two people though.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying like their style of like humor. Which do you think is funnier?
I'm a
because I'd say they're kind of similar.
I'm gonna sit this one out. I haven't seen either
Dave
one
Chappelle
in a while.
is fantastic in stand up, but I never watched the Chappelle show when I was obviously it didn't come out when I was alive, but I saw some episodes of it. But like, I think by skits, Key and Peele has the upper hand, but for an actual comedian for stand up, I think Dave Chappelle has the upper hand. Because
Right.
Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite stand-ups.
Yeah, I learned about Dave Chappelle when I was younger, when I saw the Dave Chappelle show. So that's kind of how I mainly know him. I know he does stand-up, and I've seen some of his clips, and they're really
his
really
Netflix
funny.
stand-ups are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but hey, I was just curious. I didn't know if there was like a personal favorite. There's probably like a poll somewhere online, but
Probably.
I see you liked my tweet. Boom Beach is better than Clash of Clans.
Yeah, I just like the...
I never played Cock, but I do think Boom Beach is better.
Want to say that again?
I never played Cock, but I think
he had that ready.
I had that ready.
He had that
He
ready.
knew it. He knew I was going to like it.
Yeah, you like
He knew it.
You like Cock, huh? You like liking Cock? Yeah.
I think that's you.
Yeah. No, I like Boom Beach instead.
Metro Boom
You
and
don't,
make
you
it
don't play
boom.
cock, though.
No, I don't play.
Make
You know
it
how to handle the cock?
boom.
No, I play Boom Beach. Come with a plan or leave in defeat. I thought that was better. I don't know. I was never a huge fan of the riding on pigs and stuff, but
Anyways, Donda.
Yes.
all right, you guys know more about this than I do.
All I
pulling up the Black
all I
Album.
knew is Kanye is
He's low-key mad too.
I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Why are you mad?
Well, it's the fact that like I'm with you. Like when the album was released, and I knew it from Kenny's story, because he goes Donda, and I go, oh, maybe his Apple Music is glitching out because there's no freaking
Album cover.
there's no album cover. Oh, it's glitching out. It's just a black screen. I go. I've waited this long for a black fucking screen in 27 songs, which the 27 songs in an almost 2-hour album.
That's like a
At least he gave out music. You can't. You can't criticize him for giving out
No,
too much
no,
music.
no.
right, especially considering that this was waited upon for
Really,
like 2
2
years.
years, exactly.
It's not like he just put out like 6 songs that was like 25 minutes in
Like
length.
if we waited for like 6 songs, I would have been pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least he
But-
gave you like a variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean,
So you can't criticize him for it being
No.
too long.
but I mean, out of the 27 songs, I don't like the few. I don't think there's a shitty song in there.
Well, technically, there's only 26 because the first one, what we were doing, the Don to
Donda
Don,
is
is literally just a song
It's
of
called
just.
Oh, is that what that-
Donda Chant,
Yeah.
Donda.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you guys were just being retarded. Like
No,
usually are.
no,
Yes.
It's actual. That's how the album starts.
Oh, okay.
So, but so out of the 26 official songs, I've only like I'm adding a few to my playlist. So Drake's album drops Friday, so we'll see.
We are talking about that next. Let me finish about Donda.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I personally, I don't think there's a bad song. It's just for my preference, only 7 would make my playlist. Because technically speaking, there's like part 2s, and I kind of don't want to count those.
Right.
So, but
So how good does a song have to be to make it onto your playlist? Is it just something you'll casually listen to,
No.
or something you really like?
like I have to bop my head and have to be like, oh shit, to add it to my playlist. It's not something that like, oh, this is a good song. Because there's a song in there with Kid Cudi and Don Toliver that I really like, but like it's just like it's more like a mellow and like it's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I don't know. I personally wouldn't add it, and I'm a big Kid Cudi fan, so that's saying something.
Right.
So
I mean, it's tough for an album of that length with that many songs to have so many. Like, for an album to be perfect and to have that many
Many
songs,
songs,
that would be
yeah,
like
yep.
a masterpiece. It would be like iconic.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's a bad song.
Right.
It's just not every song is the same quality.
That's fair.
So
what are like? Because I haven't listened to it. What are like the big like songs right now? Is Moon one of them?
Yes, Moon is the one with Kid Cudi.
Yeah, because that's the one that like our friend Kenny is like losing his shit over.
But then again, he thinks the entire album is
good.
amazing.
So I'll tell you the ones I like. I like Off the Grid, Praise God.
We're doing the album bracket early.
Okay.
Okay.
Junja,
Okay, part
24, Moon, and then I think it's
Jesus Lord.
no, I think it's Pure Souls. I think that's the one with Roddy Ricch. And then maybe No Child Left Behind.
Were you the one that was telling me that like the first half is kind of like religious Christian stuff, and then the other half is like his regular work?
No, that wasn't me.
Who said that? Well, is it like that though, or?
I mean, it's very religious, like themed, but it's not. Well,
no,
like okay, but like
no, like
surrounding the song titles.
Like
and,
he mentions God, but it's not like Jesus is king like type.
Yeah,
He mentions God a
that.
lot. It's more Jesus. It's like Jesus is king is more religious.
Oh, that's.
This
really
is more
religious.
like he's going back to hip hop, but he's still including like his religious belief.
I gotcha.
So
And no explicit songs in here, guys.
no swearing
Oh, no,
whatsoever.
really?
Yeah.
Same thing with last album.
He does blur out some of the words because
Wants to keep
of the
it religious.
features,
He wants
but
to keep it religious.
Oh, so is there like, but there's not an explicit version
Nope.
on Apple?
No.
Okay, so that's just okay.
so those are the songs I like. I personally don't like Jail. Or,
I mean, it's okay.
I don't like God Breathed. God Breathed. I don't know.
God breathe.
Got
Breath. I personally don't like Hurricane,
Oh, no.
but those are the ones with the stars on it.
Okay, those
But-
like the big ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I would say like around the middle is a little bit religious, but it's not that bad.
I gotcha.
So
I give it those songs a listen.
I give it like a 8-ish,
Really? You give it
yeah,
that high? Okay.
7-ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. Again, in order for an album to be perfect, usually when we think of like perfect albums, they're like
Every
maybe-
song.
It's like every song, but
And-
the album's maybe like 10 songs.
Yeah, and a
Harry
perfect length.
Styles.
Yeah, perfect length.
So yeah, 7. I'd give it a 7 because it doesn't have that perfect length, and not every song is. It's not bad, but it's not playlist worthy.
Gotcha.
So
But now we got Drake.
Drake.
That's not. I'm
I
sorry.
have no idea what's going on.
That
with
cannot be his.
Clue me in.
So basically, Drake posted on his Instagram, or was it his story?
It was Instagram.
It doesn't matter. He was like, certified lover boy, September 3rd, and then
Oh, I saw this.
so you saw like the pregnant emojis and
It's
like
like in
a
a row,
line.
like a 5 by.
That's rumored to be the album cover.
I don't think. I don't think.
I don't want it to be.
But here's the thing: it can't be because of Apple license. That's the actual official emoji.
It's Drake.
Okay, but do you know?
It's Drake.
Okay.
He could call up fucking Steve Jobs' ghost and fucking yo. Am I wrong?
What's
Okay,
his, what's
but
his
here's-
Instagram again?
Champagne Poppy.
That's right, Champagne Poppy.
But like to get that, his company, his producers would need to go through Apple, and
And
they would
which-
need to have a discussion about how much money they're gonna get off of the album.
You know how long we've been waiting for. You think it doesn't take that long to get?
Yes, but I don't think he's gonna waste a
Like-
cover on that.
I don't want him to either.
I don't think he is.
because
Though.
no, I'm with you. Like I don't want it. To
If it
be.
is,
Why y'all yelling? You're agreeing with each other.
but
but like
but it can't. But if
We're-
it is Nikki,
we're
I'm gonna be very
frustrated.
upset.
I'm gonna change it too. Like I'm changing it.
I'm looking at it right now. What the fuck is this?
Like I
What
don't.
the hell?
That's so bad.
But, like,
like-
it doesn't have like so,
like,
like
It looks
but
like
if
something
it
you'd
was,
see on one of those like
But if
like
it was
spam
like
bot
the album
accounts.
cover, maybe you would see like the explicit parent advisory thing at the bottom. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's just it's just an image.
We'll see.
Because a lot, honestly, because
We'll see Friday.
well,
but-
I mean, I love Kanye, but he's a kind of a dumbass for just putting a black freaking bar for his album cover. Like a lot of people wanted Kim. Because like apparently Kim went to an event for Donda and it was her in like a white wedding dress. People wanted that as the cover.
I mean, Drake.
I don't. We'll keep the black album cover.
Because Drake doesn't have that. Like,
He
I
has
think
good covers.
Yeah, I like
Scorpion. I like it's very aesthetic.
my favorite, to be honest, is fucking Dark Lane demo tapes, where it's just like him with the eyes and like the green tint.
I like Views.
I don't think
That's a
he'll-
cool album.
Views too.
I don't think
but
he'll go from all that to just the emojis. I don't think he would do that.
I don't think.
After waiting for 3 years for an official
That's-
album,
That's like the cover of like a single from an artist who like
yeah,
no one knows of.
a
Yeah.
SoundCloud artist.
Because
Yeah.
they're all like interesting, and then it's just pregnant emojis. Like,
I don't
no.
And what's the album called again?
Certified lover boy. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so you know how sometimes people will what do? They'll like use emojis to kind of like explain what something will be about. Maybe this is like it's gonna look something like this, but the emojis aren't actually gonna be on the album cover. Or maybe this is just saying that this is what the song's gonna be about. Maybe there's 12 songs on the album, and each of them is about how we got one girl pregnant.
It's not going to be 12 songs.
All right, well,
I mean,
I'm trying to figure this out too.
I mean, Nicki could actually honestly have a point with the amount of emojis there. It could have 12 songs.
If I'm right, I want royalty fees.
Think of an artist who's, I mean, in the area of Drake that's used Apple emojis mainly the only thing for their album cover. I can't think of one. No one. I don't think even the low artists do that. So, because again, Apple license, they can't do that.
Again, it's just.
If they could do that, but it would take lawyers upon lawyers to do that because of the agreements.
Yeah,
but,
it just looks. I don't know, it just doesn't look like something that'd be used as an album. Maybe a single from a SoundCloud
Not
rapper.
Even, but
maybe it is 12 songs. That's all of his girlfriends. I don't know.
I hope he sees the backlash, and I hope he changes it.
Well, I mean,
or it's not even his cover.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe this is just like symbolizing what is, it's called certified lover boy with a lot of women. All these women are pregnant. Maybe it could just be what the song's about.
We'll find out on Friday.
Because you can't just look at
or Thursday night
the aspect ratio of the post on Instagram, because that's how all posts are on Instagram. If you're just doing like a
not anymore.
Well, they can be. So
no, they can be, yeah. But
anyways.
I will be excited though when he.
Also, I was partially wrong. I didn't see that. What I thought you were talking about, I saw this on like the Rap Instagram account, and this shit was so funny because it was like scribbled on a piece of like either brown paper or cardboard. It said
September 3rd.
September 3rd, certified lover boy, and the caption was like, Drake posts this cryptic message about his new album, and every single person commenting was, bitch, this shit ain't cryptic. It says it right there. No, because that's how I saw about it.
Rap is like the Instagram account Rap is made to be kind of comedic in a way.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be comedic or just like straight up stupid?
No, it gives you news articles about rappers, but it also throws in like comedic elements.
That's also where
if you notice after like every like comment or every like caption, they have like the like exclamation mark emoji and like the question mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's their brand, because like. What was I don't remember what started it, but like they commented on some guy's comment, and it was like, you not rocking with whatever. And
I remember that.
Something like that, and it just blew up out of nowhere.
Lil Nas X started that, right? It was something about
he tweaking.
He tweaking. Isn't that what he started? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he commented something about who was it? Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, yeah.
He commented, and then he goes, he's tweaking, and then everyone just underneath for some reason just
all
started
Instagram accounts that one day. Honestly, I was dying laughing. That was the greatest thing I saw on Instagram.
We're still feeling the repercussions of that to this day.
For
like a week.
I commented on what your post yesterday.
Yeah,
he tweaking.
Yeah, I told everyone to do he tweaking.
Let me do that right now. Actually,
but like literally that day, it was like a week, 2 weeks ago, I think. When the he tweaking happened?
No. It was earlier than that.
A week ago then?
Something like that.
So like literally all my Instagram meme accounts, everything. Or even official ones. He tweaking. It was funny. It was a good day.
I saw some like posts on Twitter. It was like those struggle or criminal tweets account. It showed like a post about a funeral or someone dying, and just everyone was just he tweaking.
Oh my fucking god.
It's so bad, bro.
That's not the right way to use it. Look, he twerking.
I just commented. I mean, you're like leaning over on the edge. You could be shaking your ass for all I know. I don't know.
But Drake, you'll never listen to this.
One day.
If you do, no. What am I saying? If he does, it's already too late. Just fucking. I hope it's not the album cover.
Was that intentional?
What?
It's already too late. Was that?
That
was good though.
Okay. Subconsciously,
there you go.
Drake, make the right choice, please. Don't let us down.
Maybe this is how he's getting our attention. He's gonna make everyone go, "Oh, what the hell? This sucks." And then when it comes out, it's like a cool ass album cover.
It better be.
It's like all the 12 girls pregnant, but they're like in an arena with like fireworks in the background, and there's just like lights, camera, action. It's like super like over the top, like something 80s looking. I don't know. It could be cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
there's also beef between Drake and Kanye, but
why? There's always been who has the worst album cover?
No, it should be at this point. I mean, to be fair though, Childish Gambino did do the same thing, but with just a white album cover.
Dude, so many bands have done that. The
Beatles,
really? In 1968, if you look up the 1968 Beatles album, it's just a white thing
know that.
A white cover that says the Beatles, and it's considered the White Album. Jay-Z did that too. It's called the Black Album. Metallica too. They had the self-titled, which is just a black cover, and it's called Metallica or the Black Album. Yeah, no, artists have done that. In the
they put the Beatles on it though.
Right, but I mean, like, they still have done it where it's just like a singular color. And if you look at the album cover before that one, which was Magical Mystery Tour, it's like this super colorful, psychedelic-looking thing. And then like a year after, they just go right to.
I don't see the point of having just a random like go white or black. At least be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was maybe they did it because it was such a stark contrast compared to their previous albums, like Sgt. Pepper's, Magical Mystery Tour, like these super colorful, cool-looking albums, and then white. I don't know.
White.
Maybe they got backlash from that in the 60s too, you know. I think we're ready to what's the Linkin Park album again?
Living Things.
Living Things. That's it. I knew. I don't know why I thought Human Form. Living Things. I thought it was called Human Form. I don't know. I just think Human Form.
Yes, I am in human form.
All right, so we're ready.
Yes, we are ready. So today is the 8th week of the album bracket, and
it's been 84 years.
This is a tough one today
for Nikki.
You said this is a tough one too, isn't it?
I mean,
it's not a tough one for you yet. It will be in a few minutes.
After re-listening to my albums of choices, because didn't I choose Khalid, or didn't you choose?
I was gonna, and then I let you have him.
So I mean,
so it's 2 of your albums going against each other, then my 2 albums going up against each other. Got it. And I have the CDs here to show. You want to start?
No.
No, I make up.
No. Well, we have to announce the albums.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
So the first bracket is American Teen versus Living Things. American Teen by Khalid, Living Things by Linkin Park.
Yes.
And then the next matchup are 2 of my albums, and I'm not kidding when I say this. In this point in time in my life right now, my 2 favorite albums of all time: Who's Next by The Who, Deep Purple in Rock by Deep Purple. 2 classic rock icons, behemoths, and they're going up against each other, and one will not make it to the next round.
That's funny.
We're starting with the other ones first.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that to you.
Yeah, so I
want to hear what Nikki thinks. To be honest,
about
American Teen. So
I liked it. It was a good album. It wasn't for an R&B album. I still think I like. What was the other one?
Control.
Control.
Yep.
Is that by SZA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that one was a better R&B album.
No, I agree.
Overall. But I thought it was a good album. It flowed well. It wasn't too long. A good, it's about an hour long, or maybe just under. Oh wait, no, my bad. 55 minutes. The bonus track location makes it about an hour. But for 15 songs, I think 55 minutes isn't that lengthy of an album. Yeah, I think it's just the right amount. So I think that's good. It is one of those albums where I think the bigger songs are probably the best, like American Teen, Young, Dumb, Broke, 18. Those would probably be my favorite songs in the album. But I like a few others. Which one was it? I liked Therapy. I thought that one was a good one. And what was the other one I liked? Another Sad Love Song. It was weird. I thought when I listened to that, seeing the title of it, I thought it was going to be like a really, really somber one. But for like a song of that title, it kind of has more of an upbeat like vibe to it. I enjoyed it. So those would probably be my favorite songs on here. And then Angels, I think, was a cool way to end off the album. He like kind of ends it how he opened it with that phone noise that he does. Like, remember how like the beginning of American Teen, it has like that sound at the beginning that plays before the music kicks in. It's like
that's American Teen.
The Birds?
The Birds?
But no, like
The alarm. The alarm.
Yeah, and at the end it like ends the same way with like the alarm going off at the end. So I thought that was pretty cool. Almost like it's like a concept album, but it's not. But
wow.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I think it's definitely very modern because, it came out in 2017, but it's like one of those albums that a lot of kids our age will resonate with because it's about things that, young, dumb, broke kids do who are 18 and are American. So, it's even been dubbed as teen pop under Wikipedia because it's for the teens. And he was, I think, 17 when he started writing this album, which beyond impressive, bro. I was eating chalupas at 17, working at Taco Bell.
He didn't even graduate yet.
I didn't graduate. I'll make a minimum. I don't know, man. He's ahead of his time. So
Indeed.
I respect Khalid as an artist. And
how old is he now? He's 22, 23?
He should be our
23,
age.
21?
No, he's older, I think.
Probably a year around our
22,
age.
23.
Because I know like the first single from this album came out in like the beginning of 2016, so he's a little bit older. I think he's 23.
I'd say 22.
23.
He's
Okay.
23, yeah.
2 years older than that.
My favorite song by him is still Better.
Better, yeah.
which is from the newest album he put out in
You think
2019.
so? Okay.
What was it? Bad Habits?
Oh crap, what's it called?
Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran.
No, that's
I know.
equals.
Yeah.
Free Spirit.
Free Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was Bad Habits? Is that a song by him too?
No,
Is that by-
Bad Habits is by Ed Sheeran.
I'll probably
Oh, that's a new song. Ed Sheeran came out with.
I'm literally, yes, that's what I
Oh, you just want to make sure.
My bad habits lead
Yeah.
to late nights.
So yeah, good album.
All right.
I don't think there's anything that would
you
like
chose
I
it,
hated
so I
on
guess
it.
I'll go next.
Wasn't anything on it that I hated.
Oh, that's nice. I think the length is perfect. The amount of songs is perfect. I don't think there's necessarily a bad song on here. I just think you have to be in a certain mind space or like a certain mindset to listen to some of these songs. Yeah,
I feel
would.
like it's like the summerish.
No,
This is such a summer.
No, I know. I was gonna say that next. If it's not summer, then you have to be in a certain mindset to listen to this album.
There's an album we talked about last time. We feel like it was more of a seasonal thing. Oh, Fine Line by Harry Styles. I feel like I'd prefer to listen to that in the summer
Nah,
rather
that's
than the
all around
winter.
year
Whereas
for me.
same thing with this one. I think it's more of a summer vibe.
So I'd say my favorite song is probably
Mike.
Shot Down. Besides the big three,
Yeah.
the big four American Team.
Closer to your mic, just so they can hear you.
No. What if he says no?
Besides American Teen, Young, Dumb, and Broke, Location, and 18, I think my favorites are Shot Down, Coaster, Cold Blooded, Therapy, and Keep Me. So
Keep me.
I think this is probably my second. Well, it's like in a tough battle, but it's definitely one of my favorite R&B albums. So
What's it up against battle wise?
probably I can't figure out if this is better than Control or not. It's just like I know I said it earlier. I prefer Control, but like I don't know. It switches off for me. You can go next.
Okay. So he was gonna choose it, but then I chose it, so I was fine with it. So, Khalid is probably one of my favorite artists. I think actually listening to this, I don't remember when you got me listening to Khalid, but I think it was the year it came out or something. Like
No, it was when we graduated. After we graduated.
So it was around that. So I listened to him. I was like, oh, R&B is not that bad. So Miguel also has expressed my emotions to other sides of music. So we thank
You're
him
welcome.
for that. So he also expressed my emotions.
I think it was
to,
more Alex, but
yeah,
if I
well,
remember
it was like a
correctly.
mix, but definitely this one I really like this album because I think that it is definitely if I had to do top I couldn't choose, but like this is definitely in my top for like summer songs. I mean summer albums. Like once the summer ends, maybe even a little bit of the fall, but like once it ends, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like I'll listen to some of these songs still on my playlist, but it's not gonna be like the same like. I still love the album. So my favorite songs are American Team, Young, Dumb, Broke, Location, Coaster, 18, Keep Me, Angels, another sad love song, Cold Blooded. So I mean, there's not a skip for me in this album. I honestly wished his other album that came out,
Free
Spirits, was as good as this. I mean, it's still good, but like.
I don't think it's as good as American Teen.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not as good, and I wish it was. I'm hoping his next album, whenever that will be, I think he's going every 2 years. It seems like so, but I hope it's the same. But I really did like this album. I really, really do love this album.
All right,
Go DJ Khaled.
we ready to vote?
No.
No, we're not. We have one more album.
What
What am I talking about?
Ass.
What am I talking about?
vote?
Not yet. No, we're not.
I am, but
So this is Linkin Park, and after re-listening to this album, I've realized I have made a boo-boo. as in, I was like, there's another Linkin Park album I really could have chose.
Oh,
So that's the boo-boo I was saying. So
what album would that be?
it would be the one. Thousand Suns is the. It came out. Thousand Suns came out the year before this one.
Oh, okay.
So, 2 years before this one. So Linkin Park is probably one of my favorite bands, but as of the moment, I don't think they'll be making music. I hope maybe one day they will, but after Chester Bennington committed suicide in July of 2017, kind of crushed a hole in all of our hearts. So
I think Chester probably would want them to keep going.
I would too. It's been a long 4 years since their last album, and I really like their last album as well, but So this one kind of really went back to their hard rock roots from the last album, so that's why I also chose this album. My favorite songs in here are Lost in the Echo, Burn It Down, Castle Glass, Victimize, Until It Breaks, Powerless. All good songs. A little bit, I don't like metal, hard rock, screamo music. Linkin Park does have that like hard rock elements, but they do it well. That's why I do like that. I do like them for that because they can at least mix with rap, mix with hard rock, mix with alternative, so. I mean, yeah, Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Not the park, but Linkin.
Yeah, I'll go next. Definitely one of their more electronic albums. Their more latter albums compared to their earlier stuff is more electronic, but still has that alternative, heavy rap rock metal to it. Because that's what Linkin Park's always done best. You have Chester Bennington who does like the singing, whereas what the hell's the guy's name who does the rapping?
Shinoda.
Yes, him. Mike
Shinoda.
Yeah, who does vocals, rhythm guitar, keyboard, piano, synthesizer, lead guitar, strings, and horns on Castle of Glass, creative director, production, rap vocals on Lost in Echo, Burn It Down, Live, Freedom, Misery, Victimize, and
Call 1-800-555.
Yeah, so very diverse band, which I do respect, but the thing with me is when it comes to like rap metal, new metal, stuff like that, it can be a hit or miss with some rap metal. See, so there's like a difference. Like there's like rap metal, then there's new metal. New metal's like rap metal, but it's more screamy, like that's like more of new metal. Rap metal is you're just rapping over like metal. That's kind of basic. Well, that's like a basic definition. There's probably more to it, basically. But I don't know. To school. So, my favorite songs on here are definitely "Burn It Down." I don't know. I kept thinking that was like from the 07 album because it just sounds like it'd be in the Transformers movie, but it's not. I'm thinking of what
I'm like directed by Michael Bay.
But my favorite song in here is still definitely "Castle of Glass." That's just such a good song. It's just a good driving song, I think.
Oh yes.
And "Victimize" was probably gonna be my second favorite. I just really, it's short. It's only a minute and 50 seconds, but I just like that. Like it just kicks you right in the face with its fucking high energy. Good. And then "Powerless" is a really good way to end off the album. Good, electronic alternative way to end it. What was the song? Was it the first one, Lost in the Echo, that was like, yeah, rap rock. See, that one was kind of like a little bit of a miss for me. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. It's weird for me. Sometimes it's just like I like some new metal or rap metal songs. Like, I like Rage Against the Machine. I like some System of a Down, but sometimes it can be a bit of a miss. That one wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite. But definitely those three: Burn It Down, Castle of Glass, Victimize. Definitely the strong points of the album. But there's anything on here that I said that I felt like that I hated. No, that's really all I gotta say. Not too long. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington. You're in a better place now. We miss you.
I do. Yes.
And good album. Good, cool cover too. I like the.
Linkin Park does very, very good album covers.
I like that cover. It's pretty cool.
I don't like Donda.
So what did you think of Donda? What do you think of Linkin? This Linkin Park album.
Oh, let's see.
So
here we go.
You want my honesty?
Oh, here come the waterworks.
My honesty.
This is one of their hit or miss albums for me.
It was good until after Burn It Down.
Really? You didn't like Castle of Glass or?
Hold on. Let me finish. No. I did not like Lies, Greed, Mystery. I did not like I'll Be Gone. I did like Castle of Glass. And then that was it.
All right.
Okay.
So. See, it's weird with Linkin Park because after I was listening to his album, I listened to Thousand Suns before this. And I was like, fuck it. And I was like, shit. I was really like, because that one has one of my favorite songs by them in it, and even their last album too in 2017 was very poppy, but I still really liked it. So I think I chose this album because it brought back their roots. Because after this album, they kind of drifted off more towards alternative territory. So that's why I kind of chose this album to represent that this is what they're known for, and they do it very well, I think. So, titties in my ass. All right.
Is that what you gotta say?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to say.
That's
I
fair.
mean, I think Burn It Down was really good. Castle of Glass was. I still thought Burn It Down was better. No, that's it.
Okay.
At least he doesn't hate Linkin Park. That's all I care about.
It's not like how he felt.
It's only.
Album.
Yeah.
Would you prefer this over Ed Sheeran?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, so.
Dog, how are you gonna make like a 20-song album and only have one good song?
Hey, listen, you know what? Let's not get into it, okay? I like the album.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm going with Living Things.
I figured. I'm going. You can already know what I'm going with.
Ooh, another 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a hair. Gotcha. What are you going with? Bro, he's actually stuck?
I'm gonna go with Khalid.
Damn! What?
I did not expect that.
Again?
Damn.
Bro, what the fuck? What's going on with you?
Listen, all right.
Yo, he really likes R&B. He chose it over Train. He chose it over
Linkin Park.
Okay, no, wait. Here's the thing. If this was their last album or another album before this, I'm not gonna choose Linkin Park over American Teen, if you get me. I'm not gonna choose the band over them. I'm choosing the album over American Teen.
Gotcha.
If you get me.
I know.
If I were to choose the entire band over Khalid, I would have chose Linkin Park. But
damn, all right.
We're doing it properly, and I'm doing it the right way.
No. I respect that. I'm just that caught me off guard because I thought it was gonna be like.
I thought it was gonna be living things too.
There's no living things in this room anymore because after this one, Nikki's.
All right, let me introduce. So I want to start with Deep Purple and Rock.
Okay.
So, I want you guys to go first, but we'll start with Deep Purple and
Okay.
Rock. So here are the two albums in rock. Who's next? Gian, what did you think of Deep Purple and Rock? I want this as brutally honest as it can be. Give it to me. He's gonna pull up the album.
I gotta pull up the album.
No,
No, because it's weird. You have to do Deep Purple in
No,
rock.
you can just go to their artist.
Hold
thing.
on, it's Deep Purple in rock.
Okay.
I have it ready.
All right, here we go.
So I did like it. I liked it. I was very surprised at the fact it was fucking 7 songs. I was like, okay. The only thing that I did not like, this is nothing with the songs. It's just the album cover. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know why. It just like.
No, I disagree.
I'm sorry, but like even in the 1970s, I feel like they could have done like. I don't know something.
This is a badass. I love
I
this
know, but
album
like
cover.
something more in the background though. Like I.
Oh, so you
Maybe
you'd want this guy over this, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
okay,
I
that's
would.
That's fair. This was Photoshop, by the way. This guy on this
I don't
album.
fucking care. I put the Toy Story clowns in there.
Okay.
But so when I first heard it, I was like, okay, because I listened to the Who first, and then I listened to this one.
I did the same thing.
So I came into this and I was like, all right, you same era, not same genre, but you close to it. I was like, all right, this is far off from the Who from that album. It reminded me very much of Linkin Park in a way of like the instrumentals they used a lot. Like every song I heard, I could hear each instrumental, which is a good thing.
Oh, Linkin Park was probably influenced by them.
Honestly, they're probably a mix of everything. But so I did like it. So the songs I did like were "Speaking," "Child in Time," "The Flight of the Rat." I don't know why.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
"Living." There's 7 fucking songs. It's not like a 15 song fucking album. Like
Right.
well.
But the songs are. Actually, no, sorry.
So for 7 songs of 44 minutes, each song is pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
They at least average. I want to say like 5-ish minutes average. So
I mean, there's a 10-minute song in there.
average if I were to do it like 5 or 6 minutes to equal to the 44. But so I mean, overall, I thought it was a pretty good album. I'm not saying that I would still be a Deep Purple fan, but I do like their use of the instrumentals. I did like that. I thought that was pretty needy dandy for a 1970s band.
Cool. Miguel.
So I did listen to the Who before I listened to the Deep Purple and Rock. I looked at so I was like, let me look at how long this album is. 44 minutes. I'm like, 7 songs. So I was like, okay, I know Nikki likes his like 18-minute songs or whatever.
He's like his podcast length.
I liked it. Okay. The only thing I didn't like is how long Child in Time was, because I feel like if they cut it shorter, it would have been a better song. But I did like it regardless. I think there's no bad song in here. They were all good. I just think the length is it's just some of them were longer than they should have been.
That's fair.
But no, I think for 7 songs and for if it was a little bit shorter, it'd be like a good like rock album. So I do like the album cover.
I feel like if just the background blue could have had a little bit
I mean,
more
yeah,
spiff
yeah,
to it,
I guess,
at least the
but-
Toy Story clouds.
But you could tell it's photoshopped in the first place.
Yeah,
or whatever they used for Photoshop.
What they did, they actually went to the Washington Monument. Not Washington Monument, the fucking
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. I mean, what the hell? What did I say? Washington Monument.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
giant dick in D.C. My bad.
Yeah,
Mount
built
Rushmore.
by
They actually
slaves.
went to Mount Rushmore, edited the presidents like this, and they just took a photo. This is. They really did that. No, they didn't. Sorry. Continue.
Anyways, call.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay. All right. My turn.
No.
My turn.
All right. This is a perfect album. Everything on here I love. There's not one thing I would change about this. This is Deep Purple. From what I've heard so far, their best album, and it has my favorite song by them of all time, "Child in Time," which I will disagree because I mean that's coming from a bias because I love longer songs. And
your
just
18-minute songs.
It's only 10 minutes, not that long, but I feel like it fits perfectly because you have it starts off very soft and like soothing, and then all of a sudden Ian Gillan's vocals start getting higher and higher until it just explodes into like a Richie Blackmore solo, and then after like 4 minutes of just crazy blazing guitar soloing, it just goes right back to calm and starts all over again before building up again before ending. So that's my favorite Deep Purple song, one of my favorite classic rock songs of all time. Mwah. But everything else on here is a complete masterpiece. And if you get the CD, you have the
complete masterpiece. He goes.
If you get the CD, you have the single Black Knight, which wasn't on the. There's only 7 songs for you guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the 8th track would be Black Knight. You didn't have to listen to that, but even I think that's an amazing song. But everything else on here is perfect. Speed King, Bloodsucker, Flight of the Rat, Into the Fire, Living Wreck, Hard Loving Man. For the time, it was one of the first albums, like through and through, which is complete hard rock for its time. And this would eventually help create what would later be known as metal. Like this had an influence on people like Blue Oyster Cult,
Park,
Judas
probably.
Priest, even modern bands like Linkin Park. They definitely had got some of their heavier stuff from a band like this, because even though to today's standards this isn't heavy, but you gotta understand at the time, 1970, you still had like the Archies around and shit, or like bubblegum pop, whereas this came out of nowhere and it's just like boom, just exploded onto the scene. So yeah, just a complete masterpiece, and I do love the album cover. I can see where Gion's coming from, like maybe add a few more clouds, but I think like the text of Deep Purple in rock kind of fills that up, so I don't see anything wrong with it, but I can understand where he's coming from. And you got the boys on the back. All right, and let me lead into the next one now because I might as well.
I really wanted to start.
No, let him.
Damn. Okay.
No, I want him to start. Actually.
No, if you want to go, you can go. It's your
All right,
album.
fine.
It's your album.
So
who's the who?
who is the who?
Who's who?
So the reason why I chose these 2 albums is because these are 2 of some of my favorite bands of all time, and these are my favorite albums by them. And this is my favorite album by The Who. And for those who know, The Who is my favorite band of all time. So this album is their most popular, their most iconic, because it has some of the most iconic songs. Baba O'Reilly, Won't Get Fooled Again, Behind Blue Eyes, Bargain. Those are like the biggest hits. And even you have a lot of other like deeper tracks that didn't get as much radio play that I still think are amazing. Love Ain't for Keepin', My Wife, The Song Is Over. The only song in here that makes this not a perfect album is Getting in Tune, the 6th track. That's the only song in here that I really don't care for. Like when I'm listening to this in the car, I just skip right over that one and I just go right to Going Mobile. But then everything else on here is completely killer. 9 tracks, just it flows well. I forget what the length is because
9 tracks.
You didn't have to listen to all
you
those.
didn't have to listen to all 9 of them. You just listen
Not
to
the deluxe version.
I
What?
couldn't find the regular
Exactly,
version.
but
you
you
just-
can tell what the deluxe ones are.
Yeah, they'll say like studio session or like
Yeah, but
previously unreleased.
You should have told me because I
My
wanted
fault.
you.
Actually, no, that's fine because I didn't even listen to like Pure and Easy, Baby. No, I didn't even listen
All
to
right,
those songs.
then I gotta change my fucking.
Way of approaching things.
Yeah, because I thought differently, but
No.
I'll speak into that later.
That's all right. So, yeah, and cool album cover. It shows them taking a piss on a giant slab in the middle of nowhere. The only person who actually did take a piss was Pete Townsend, which is right there. So, and it's their most iconic album cover too, I think, along with
I like
Tommy.
the album cover.
But yeah, but I absolutely love this. Won't Get Fooled Again is one of my favorite rock songs of all time, just like Child in Time. Baba O'Reilly, those are some of the most overplayed songs in radio rock history, and I still never get sick of them. So I love this album to death too. Mwah! All right. Now, Gian, when we went out 2 weeks ago, you said to me that you would listen to Who's Next, and you said you really liked it. I want to hear more about this.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
I want to feel good about
I fucking
it.
loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because Behind Blue Eyes, when you showed me that song like a month ago, I'm like, oh, that's my kind of tunes.
I remember we were in the car playing that, and he just went, turns it up.
Turn it. He goes, and I go,
Turn it up.
I go, is this from the album? He goes, yep. And I go,
Turn it up.
so I really like this album. It says hard rock, so I'm expecting something like Deep Purple, but it's nothing. Obviously it has like that element to it, but it's very like, I still feel like it still like has like that mellow like kind of feel to it, which I really liked. I liked Baba O'Reilly. Baba
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, Bargain. Love Ain't For Keeping, My Wife. Getting in Tune, Going Mobile, Behind Blue Eyes, Won't Get Fooled. The Song Is Over. I mean, I really liked all of them. I don't think there was a skip in this one. It had like very like nice guitar flow with each song, which I really digged. And then I don't know, just it cleansed my soul. I liked it. It was a mood speaking song album to me. Yeah. Yeah,
so before you go on, just about the hard rock thing. I know like it says hard rock on there, even though like compared to
Did Who Ask? Exactly.
Damn.
I was just gonna
Damn.
say it has some hard rock elements, like Won't Get Fooled Again, Baba O'Reilly and Bargain, and then like My Wife, Behind Blue Eyes turns into a hard
But
rock
who
song.
asked?
All right, I'll stop. All right, I could go on for hours about this album. No, it's for the better. I could go on until that camera dies.
Who asked?
Can we please title this fucking episode? Who asked?
Who asked? All right. I deserve
okay.
that.
My turn.
So did the Who
So-
influenced you?
I think I listened to the whole 16 songs. Not gonna lie.
There's
'cause-
fucking
'cause
the deluxe is 20.
the way I thought is I wanted you to listen to, if I put deluxe, I wanted you to listen to deluxe.
Yeah, my fault. I didn't realize that if you went into
So-
Apple, it's just a deluxe. But
So-
just tracks 1 through 9. I just
All
wanna
right,
know.
so I was originally gonna say, for all these songs, originally like there's too many misses. But if we're talking about just the 9, I think it does a better. It has a better track record. I will say that. I think the best song by far is Baba O'Reilly, hands down. I like Bargain. I love Ain't For Keeping. But after that, I just feel like it gets a little too like mixed up. Like you can't tell when a song starts or stops. For me personally.
Okay.
I just feel like it sounds a little bit too similar, but it does pick up back around like Behind Blue Eyes and Won't Get Fooled Again. Not a bad album overall. I didn't like any of the deluxe. I'm not gonna lie. But,
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't make it onto the album.
My deluxe is 29 songs. What the
you
fuck?
gotta
there's like
you gotta go into like the other versions.
Oh.
At the bottom.
because this is the 2003
Oh,
remastered.
you know what it is? The reason why that
2003
album is
remastered.
considered hard rock is because if you go to the bottom, it's their live performances.
Because when I went to go to like the playlist you put, you had all 16 songs. You
Yeah,
didn't take out.
I didn't realize that. My
So-
fault. But no, with that track, since there's like 29 songs, if you go to the bottom ones,
Mhm, should say
live at Young, and anytime the Who performed live, they were heavy, like proto metal. Like they would crank all the amps up, and they would just go fucking. They were just animals. So that's why like the Who's always considered a live band. And yeah, is that all you guys say?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Before you guys say,
damn.
but because I don't want, because like if you both pick the same album and then like I don't got to say what I got to say. Let me just start off because I'm still kind of conflicted between these two because
No,
these are like
let
two of
him
my
have his
favorites. Let me
moment.
just
All right.
Let him have his.
So you're gonna go
all right.
first?
Yeah, let me go first.
I feel like it'd be.
Hold up.
No,
So-
it'd give him more
Just
pressure.
give me 1 second.
But exactly, you give the person more pressure.
When it comes down to it, between these two albums, if I had to choose,
Who cares?
The Who cares?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to.
Continue.
I have to.
I started seeing tears coming down from his eyes too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. It's just
Are you gonna keep staring at
no.
him?
It's who's next.
Damn.
I'm
And hold on. Let me explain really
who's
quickly. I
next?
know I said this was a perfect album, and I know I said there was one miss on here for me. But the thing is, the songs I like on here overall, I liked more than the ones on here. I would
Alright.
say Child in Time's my favorite on here, but I like Won't Get Fooled Again more than Child in Time.
All right.
And like I like Baba O'Reilly more than I like Speed King. But you gotta understand, this is not like a landslide. This was like, here's Deep Purple. The Who is like right like here. This is like probably my second favorite album of all time. It is, because this is my favorite album. So yeah. I just thank you for giving me a moment. Thank you.
I didn't give you your moment. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I thought it was great. Who asked? It just broke the mood, you know. Now I want to see what you guys have to
I
pick.
said the
He
Who.
was, yeah.
Oh, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Who won. So, and what'd you say? You so
A Deep Purple and Rock.
okay. I'm surprised. I thought you would have liked the Who more than Deep. Really? Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, the Who Wins, baby. My band wins. Let's go, as the kids say.
So next week we're gonna do 3 albums.
3?
Yes, because if we do 2.
Wait, no. Next week we have a guest. If things still go according to
So
plan.
then the week after we're gonna. Oh, nice spoiling it. No, you have to say it.
Yeah, I had to say it. Yeah,
So next week we're gonna do 2014 Forest Hills Drive versus American 4. Science and Faith versus Scorpion, and
Can
then
we be honest? I totally forgot I chose kind of Johnny Cash.
Oh, you chose the country album?
Or American 4. I was like, who the fuck chose Johnny Cash?
and then Enter the Wu-Tang versus Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Do that again. I will say that again. Seriously, what were the albums again?
All 3?
Yeah.
Brackets?
Yes.
2014 Forest Hills Drive versus American 4.
Okay.
Science and Faith versus Scorpion, and then Enter the Wu-Tang versus... You're so funny. You're so funny.
Wait, he wasn't doing anything. What are you talking
What
about?
was I doing?
Enter the Wu-Tang versus Led Zeppelin
Who asked?
4.
Oh, that's going to be a cool matchup, that one. Ooh.
So, I'm excited. We're going to finish the first round. It's going to get tougher from here.
And that's it.
That's
And we have
Thank
it.
you for listening, watching. We're on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, apparently, Google Music, Google Podcast. We're on OnlyFans.
You know, I knew you were going to say like a sexual site, either Pornhub or OnlyFans. You know what? It does not
OnlyFans
get
for
funnier. anytime.
$29.99
It
a
doesn't
month.
get funnier, bro.
For every podcast you make, we donate $1 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
What? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Okay.
Oh. Just,
All right.
just end it. Just end it.
Well,
right.
well, do you have anything to say?
Miguel. I want to ask. What do you
think?
What do you guys say?
Yeah, say it.
What do you guys say?
If you're listening to this, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Into who?